Hey you guys, it's Peter, and welcome to my channel, Peterisms, where I tell stories of my life and just little things that I have learned as I have grown into the person that I am today. And we have to stay very, very quiet. I have tried to film this video so many times today, and my neighbor dog out back keeps on barking. And the first time, Boo Radley went over and he started barking too, so I just stopped it. Then I waited a little bit, and then I started filming again. And then the neighbor dog started barking again. Boo Radley was very, very good. He's sitting right here. He was very, very good. You want to come up here, Boo? He was very good, and he didn't start barking, but the neighbor dog just kept on barking for like a half an hour straight. So we've been waiting, haven't we, to film this video. And I kept on going in and talking and then coming back out and then starting it again. And I had read The Language of Letting Go by Melody Beatty, and it's the November 2nd meditation. And it's about grief. So if you want to go over and read The Language of Letting Go about grief today, it's about Elizabeth Kubler-Ross and the 5 stages of grief. It's a fantastic meditation. I myself have talked it to death at this point, so I'm not going to read that meditation. In fact, I'm going to read from the other Melody Beatty book, Journey to the Heart, and I'm going to talk about that because I just can't talk about that anymore. I've tried to film this so many times, and I've talked about it so much that I thought, take a deep breath and move over to another meditation. And in fact, I have been doing so many videos where I'm responding to comments and doing videos about addiction and recovery, which I'm absolutely loving over here. Thank you guys so much. That I wanted to take a break today and kind of go back to something old school over here and read a meditation. But if you guys have questions or topics that you would like me to talk about, please put them in the comment section below. They don't even have to do with recovery. They can be about anything. Yeah, please put it in the comment section below, and I will pick a topic and talk about it in a further video. So anyway, all right, let's get into today's meditation from the Language of Letting Go, from Journey to the Heart, November 2nd. I just looked at the title, and it's something about opening up to life or something like that. Hold on a second. Okay, November 2nd. See how much easier life can be. The old way said, do, do, do. Push, push, push. Only when the work was done could we allow ourselves time to rest. But when the work was finished, we often forgot to reward ourselves. The old way won't work anymore. We have learned too much, come too far. Our body won't let us. Our heart will object. Let the work be more fun. Don't push yourself so hard. Let your actions be effortless, an easy result of learning to focus and learning to trust your inner timing. Learn to let your actions spring naturally and easily from there. Let your inner voice in life guide you into breaks while you're working, while you're focusing on the task. Stop fearing it won't get done. Stop worrying if you're done. Stop worrying if you've done it well enough. Take breaks when you need to and really let go. Stop worrying if you're doing it well. Stop worrying if you're doing it well enough. Take breaks when you need to and really let go. Take time at the end of the task too. Take time to reward yourself, to feel pleasure in your accomplishments, to play at the end of the day. See how balance occurs naturally when we trust our heart. See how much easier life can be when we live it from the heart. I don't know why, but I'm like remembering this thing that my dad said to me. My dad is like very sarcastic and cynical. And I remember sometime probably in high school, whatever, I said something to my dad about like things in life that we have to do. And my dad said, life is a list of duties that we have to do. And when you have crossed off all of your duties, then your life is over. And I can remember thinking to myself, what a sad way to look at life, you know? My dad is somebody that has had a magnificent, amazing life. So I'm sure that he was just being sarcastic and funny about that. But, you know, I do think that that is how so many of us look at life, you know? And in fact, I have so many friends of mine that right now and in the last couple years, their kids have like graduated from high school and are going on to college or working jobs and getting their own apartments and things like that, right? And they'll say to me, it happened so quickly. Like the last thing I know, you know, they were 5 years old and now it's like they're living in their own apartments or they're off to college and I don't even know where the time went, you know? And in fact, on Halloween, we got to spend some time with our friend's daughter who, she came over to our friend Melissa's house for chili dinner, which we've all done for like the last, I don't know, 10, 12 years. And she and her brother always came over on Halloween night, and we would watch the Roseanne Halloweens or Halloween the movie and have chili, and she was always part of that. And so she wanted to come, even though she's like 20 and out of the house now and stuff like that. And it was really nice to have her there, you know. And so, you know, it's like, I think we have all of these things that we feel like we have to do. There's work, which we have to do to pay the bills and all of that, right? And then it's like getting the kids to all of the things that they have to get to. And then it's like getting the family to do all these things. There's constantly things that we're doing, you know? It's like, I have a friend of mine that is always redoing some part of her house. And it's like, as soon as this gets done, then she does that, and then this, and then that. And it's like, and then she's redoing the thing that she did first. And it's like, she never really is just present or happy with the result of what she had done. And I always kind of joke with her. I'm like, when do you ever just like enjoy what you've done? And she just is like, you know me, I have to always be doing something. And she enjoys that. She really does, right? I think one of the things that I have really learned in the last couple years is to just be present and to really just enjoy my time. You know, like back in the day, I would like, every day and I still make a list, right? But I'm not as strict with my list as I used to be. And I would get up and I'd be like, I gotta get all this stuff done, right? And I can remember like my first couple years doing drama videos on my drama channel. And if something happened, like let's say at 6 or 7 o'clock at night, you know, I would like rip out the ring light and I would say, okay, I'm going to film this video because I want to get this video up. I don't do that anymore. You know, now I'm like, the video can wait till tomorrow. I'm going to spend time with my husband. I'm going to spend time with my dog and things like that. And, you know, it's funny, this is something small, but every day I make the bed. You know, I read that book, I don't know, it was like a year and a half ago or something, by that guy from the Army that, I was just actually talking to some friends of mine at my meeting about this the other day. But anyway, he wrote a book and it was called Make Your Bed. And it was like 10 things to live by. And the first one was, it was things that he had taught people in the military all of his years. And the first one was like, make your bed. Because at the end of the day, when you come home, you'll have at least accomplished one thing. And it's also nice to come home to a made bed, right? And I know people disagree with that. They're like, oh, I like an unmade bed, whatever. But it's more the principle of it. And so every day I make the bed and, you know, pull up. It's just very simple. I don't do like any deep thing, right? But I just like pull up the blankets and I make it look really nice and tuck it all in and put the pillows nice and all that kind of stuff. And one of the things that I do every single day is I, you know, pull little Boo Radley up there. Where is he at? Is he sitting behind me? He was up. Oh, he's right here laying down. Is I pull little Boo Radley up on the bed. And then we kind of cuddle together. And then he does this thing where I like pull him in. He's like laying on his side. And then he does these flips. He like flips over. And then he comes back and he's like real funny. And it's like, I mean, it's just probably 10 minutes, 5 or 10 minutes that we do this. And it's just kind of like our time together, you know. And I also like late at night, like Alex and I lay in bed with Boo Radley for like an hour or two, you know, and talk to him and whatever. And I also let him like, you know, just like, and have adventures all over the backyard. He goes all the way down to the end, and then all the way down, and then all the way over, and then he comes back up, and then the whole thing takes about, I don't know, like 20, 30 minutes every morning, and I let him do that. And, you know, I think it's about really practicing being present and realizing stuff's gonna get done, okay? Stuff's gonna get done eventually, and if it doesn't, that's okay too, you know? Not everything has to be done. If you look at the project, you know, like just think about this, right? If you look at the project, just pick a project that you wanted to finish, I don't know, 5 years ago, right? And all this time that you've dedicated stressing out about this project or getting this project done, a lot of things have happened. A lot of times that people have asked you to go do things, or opportunities that you could have spent with your pets or your kids or whatever, and you've stressed out about, and I'm just using this as like picking an example, right? But you stressed out over this one project that you had to finish, right? And it's still not done. And think about all that time that you've spent. I've done that too in my life. I've done that so many times where I'm like, I just want to get this done, or I just want to have, you know, whatever. And it's like, at some point you have to relax and just realize stuff's gonna get done. Eventually it's gonna get done, you know, on your own time. And it's also about rewarding yourself when you do finish tasks, you know, and not just like cleaning out a drawer and then wanting to bring everybody in your family over to show them, do you ever do that? It's like, let me show you the drawer that I just cleaned out. But it's also like if you reward yourself being able to like, you know, I don't know, say, okay, I'm gonna go get something special for dinner tonight that I wanna do because I really took the time and effort to do this. And I think it's like rewarding ourselves for those things. And that might sound silly, but I think it's also about perspective and how we look at the world and doing things, right? It's like paying yourself a bonus a little bit. I think we all deserve a bonus, don't you? I mean, I want a bonus. I mean, we all want bonuses. But when it comes to normal things that we do in life, and I think that like highly critical people would say, so you want a bonus for doing what everybody else does as far as cleaning out like a kitchen drawer? I'm not saying that like I deserve a bonus. I'm just saying that that would be nice, because nobody wants to clean out a dresser or a kitchen drawer. Nobody wants to clean the toilets. Nobody wants to do these things, right? So if you say to yourself, okay, if I clean the bathroom today and I clean the toilets and I do all this kind of stuff, then at the end of it, like I'm going to go take myself out to lunch somewhere that I absolutely love, then you're paying yourself a bonus. And we all deserve a little bit of a bonus every once in a while, don't you think? We all deserve to treat ourselves special. And I think that that is one thing that we really lack, is I think, I have so many friends of mine now that are reaching retirement age, and the one thing they'll say is that so many things that they're planning on doing in retirement are things they could have done in the last 20 or 30 years of their life. Like, they didn't have to wait till they were retired to do them, but they kind of thought that they did, right? Like, they could have traveled and taken shorter trips. They could have, done this or spent more time doing that. But it's like they kept on saying in the back of their minds, like, I'm going to wait till I retire. I'm going to wait till I retire. And now they're at the point in their lives where it's like they don't even really like have the time or the energy or the wherewithal to do those things, right? And so sometimes we wait too long. Sometimes we wait too long to really enjoy our lives to the fullest. And we should. We absolutely should, because we deserve it. So anyway, let me know what you think about that in the comment section below. Thank you for joining me, Boo Radley. And I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.